Good morning. I'm Mary Hensley, Chancellor of the Blinn College District. On behalf of the Blinn College Board of Trustees and our faculty and our staff, it is my pleasure to welcome each of you joining us both in person and through our live stream, where hundreds of people are watching this event via our wonderful technology. Today, we gather together to celebrate the grand opening of Blinn College's new Science, Technology, Engineering, and Innovation Building. As we begin, I would like to invite you to make yourselves comfortable. I know it is warm this morning, so as some of you may desire, please feel free to remove your jackets or loosen your ties. We have students wearing blue Blinn College shirts assisting us today. And if you raise your hand anytime during today's event, they will be happy to provide you with bottled water if you are thirsty or if you need any assistance during today's program. Today, we are excited to usher in a new era at Blinn College. This $35.5 million Science, Technology, Engineering, and Innovation Building represents the single largest capital improvement investment in the history of the Blinn College District campus at Brenham. As you can see on the screens to my left and to my right, this is a modern, state-of-the-art educational facility. As the premier science and technology building on campus, it replaces the classroom building, which was constructed in 1961 and last underwent significant renovations in 1974. As the classroom building turns 60 years old, this facility represents a giant leap forward, providing a custom-designed environment specifically for the academic and workforce needs of tomorrow. We thank the Blinn College District Board of Trustees for their guidance and leadership in developing this building, and it is my honor to introduce those in attendance today. As I call your name, would you please stand and remain standing? Board Chair Jim Kolkhorst, who will bring greetings in a few moments. Board Vice Chair Dennis Krausen. Board Secretary Charles Moser, who also will share remarks later this morning. Trustee Randy Wells, Trustee Douglas Bohart, and Trustee Teddy Bain. I also would like to recognize the former trustees who served on the board when it authorized construction of this building in January of 2019. In addition to the names of our current board, these individuals have been recognized on the commemorative plaque inside the entry foyer. Atwood Conjura and David Sommer, will you please stand along with the other trustees? Additionally, former trustees Dan Gatewood, Ann Horton, and Jason Jennings were unable to join us this morning, but each sent a congratulatory message to the college expressing their support for this historic occasion. Won't you please join me in thanking these trustees and leaders? And we are pleased to welcome several elected officials and some of their representatives this morning, including State Senator Lois W. Kolkhorst, who will bring greetings in just a moment. As I call your names, would you stand and remain standing so that we can acknowledge you as a group? City of Brenham, Mayor Milton Tate Jr. City of Brenham, Mayor Pro Tem and Council Member Clint Colby. Council Members Albert Wright, Atwood Conjura, and Leah Cook. Washington County Judge John Durenberger. Washington County Justice of the Peace, Doug Zwiener. And Washington County Commissioners Don Kester, Joy Fox, and Candace Bullock. Thank you all for joining us today. I also would like to introduce and ask the following honored guests to stand as a group. The son of former Blinn College President Walter C. Schwartz and the former chair of the Texas A&M University Board of Regents, Charles W. Schwartz. The 12th president of Blinn College, Dr. Don Volter, former trustees Norwood Lang, Joe Pacone, and Steve Westbrook, and Barbara Powell, wife to the late trustee Richard Powell, Jeff Williford, and Norwood Lange, I already mentioned, I thought, I'm sorry if I didn't, please excuse me, Norwood. And Jeff Williford, Central Texas Regional Director and Service Academy Manager for U.S. Senator John Cornyn. And Marita McKeska, Constituent Liaison for U.S. Representative Michael McCall. And Sidonia Powell from the Office of Representative Ben Lamont. And Dr. Tyler Chaplin, Superintendent from Brenham ISD. And Burton ISD Superintendent, Dr. Edna Kennedy. Brenham City Manager, James Fisher. Wendy Ragonis Anderson, and the members of the Washington County Chamber of Commerce. Wharton County Junior College Trustee, Larry Sitka. Matt Prohaska, President and CEO of the Brazos Valley Economic Development Corporation. And a special friend in the audience, someone I am very close to, Casey Odom from Odom Goodwin. And also, in closing, my ever-present person who you all know so well, my beloved husband, Jim Hensley. Thank you all for being here this morning. I also would like to take a moment to thank Sally Blanke-Single for joining us today. Ms. Blackie-Single is a graduate of Blinn's nursing program and recently gave a generous gift in support of the Betts West Foundation and Sally Blackie-Single Health Sciences Wing on the second floor of this building. This space will provide Blinn nursing students with a dedicated skills lab that closely simulates the patient care our students will provide in their careers. As a nursing graduate, Ms. Blackie-Single knows how vital it is for our students to study in an environment that provides students the same technology, equipment, and scenarios they will experience as healthcare providers in our communities. Ms. Blackie-Single, will you please stand and be recognized? We also are fortunate to have an outstanding administrative team at Blinn College, including our wonderful members of our Executive Council. Would you please stand as a group and be recognized? Additionally, I would like to recognize our Blinn College Facilities Planning and Construction Department and the architectural and construction partners who we work with and celebrate with today. Would you please stand as I call your names and remain standing? Richard O'Malley, Blinn College Assistant Vice Chancellor for Facilities Planning and Construction. Mark Feldke, Blinn College Executive Director of Facilities Planning and Construction. Cliff Wittenstall, partner and his team from PBK Architects. Judd Bloom, Construction Director and his team from Vaughn Construction. Thomas Gessner, Principal, and his team at Gessner Engineering. And Philip Campanin, Project Manager, and his team at Leaf Engineers. Thank you so much. I also would like to recognize the Foundation, Board of Directors, and its chair, Sam Sommer. Won't you please stand and let us acknowledge your presence as well. Today, we are excited to welcome you as the first members of the public to tour this facility. Standing 3 stories tall and providing 72,000 square feet of space, the Science, Technology, Engineering, and Innovation Building is one of the largest buildings on this campus. As you will see when you enter, the first floor includes a very large meeting room that can accommodate as many as 170 guests in a banquet-style layout. This room is available for community events and public reservations. Also on the first floor is a 3,000 square foot innovation center. In this room, students will gain hands-on experiences in 3D printing, soldering, robotics, virtual reality, smart devices, and a high-tech fabrication shop. In addition to the hands-on opportunities available in the Innovation Center, the rest of the building includes 17,000 square feet of laboratory space. From computer technology and cybersecurity to engineering and nursing, Blinn's talented faculty will use this space to train students for the high-demand careers that will drive the economy of our future. At this time, it is my pleasure to introduce one of the community leaders guiding Blinn towards its bright future, Mr. Jim Kolkhorst, Chair of the Blinn College Board of Trustees.
It's my great pleasure and honor to represent the Blinn Board of Trustees and welcoming you all to this event. If you take a look in this room, you can see why Blinn has been so successful for so many decades. The support that this community has always given to the college has been second to none. And with the beginning of our master plan, many of you may know that the board recently approved a master plan. This science, technology, engineering, and innovation building is just the beginning of tremendous improvements that you're going to see from Blinn College, not only on the Brenham campus, but also on many of our other campuses. And we couldn't do this without your support as a community. We also couldn't do this without the phenomenal faculty that Blinn has and the success that Blinn students have. What our plan is to continue to improve our facilities and continue to make Blinn College the premier junior college in the state of Texas. So with that, I'm going to conclude my remarks, but thank you so much for being here, and thank you again for your support of Blinn College.
At this time, it's my pleasure to welcome a very special friend of Blinn College, Texas State Senator Lois W. Kolkhorst, a fifth-generation Texan who was born and raised in Brenham. Senator Kolkhorst served in the Texas House of Representatives from 2001 through 2015 and has served as the senator representing Senate District 18 since 2014. Please join me in welcoming Senator Lois W. Kolkhorst to the podium.
What a great day to celebrate. The Lord even cooperated with a little shade for us and no rain. So I want to say, first of all, what an honor it is to stand here before you as your Texas State Senator at Blinn College. Truly one of the leaders in community colleges across our great state. 50 community colleges, junior colleges in our state, and Blinn ranks as one of the very best. I also want to say my colleague, Representative Lamont, could not be here today because he finished his work on the House floor about 1 a.m., and they're taking up bills again today. And the Texas Senate couldn't be happier about that. And so I know that he and I communicate often about the importance of Blinn College and its future and the impact that it makes with young lives. And we are both very committed, as well as Congressman McCall and I know our two U.S. Senators, Cornyn and Cruz. And so, I was reflecting a little bit this morning, and for me, of course, my husband serves on the board, and you can make no mistake how the Kolkhorst feel about giving back and working for our community, because I will just tell y'all that it's a rough and tumble world out there. We know that, and things are changing, and today we celebrate, but we do not ever forget the sacrifices that are made by our U.S. military here and across the seas, who are willing to give their lives for the future of this nation and our young people. And so as we celebrate today, we remember. And we remember leaders like that gave their lives yesterday, and countless others. For me, I remember Robert A. Winkleman. And I will tell y'all that his proudest accomplishment, I think other than his family, was serving as a trustee at Blinn College, because he knew what it meant to our community and he knew what it meant to the young people. So, Dr. Hensley, I want to congratulate you, your leadership team, the Board of Trustees, as Jimmy said, the faculty, the staff that have endured through the years and certainly over the last 18 months. For the former trustees who have battled all the way to this moment. Look around. Blinn College is on the move. And I'm going to tell you, if you're coasting, you're going downhill. We are not coasting at Blinn College. We are building on that Rellis campus. We are attaining at that Bryan campus. And look around at the buildings we have dedicated just recently, and we're just getting started. So my last congratulations go to the students, because we couldn't do this without you coming here and paying your tuition. Man, as a taxpayer, Blinn College is the best deal we got going in the state of Texas. So God bless Blinn College, and God bless the great state of Texas, and may God bless the United States of America. Thank you all for being here.
I would like to invite our academic deans and professors to tell you more about their divisions that will use this facility and a little bit about the educational equipment that you will find inside. Each of our deans speaking today will be accompanied by one of their students. To begin with, please welcome Michelle Trubenstein, Blinn College's Dean of Health Sciences, and nursing student Alexandria Haynes.
As Dean of the Health Sciences Division, I would like to thank the Board of Trustees and Chancellor Hensley for offering these opportunities to our students. The vocational nursing program has been in existence at Blinn since 1961, and the associate degree program started in 1989. Both have seen many changes and upgrades to the way nursing skills are taught, because the medical field is ever-changing. We can't rest. The high-fidelity mannequins and state-of-the-art facilities we have available to us today allow the students to get the hands-on practice that is safer for all involved, including our patients that we treat once we graduate. With the high-fidelity mannequins, we can now simulate just about any scenario in a controlled environment that a student will come across in the medical facilities prior to them getting caught up in a situation where they have no control. This allows for better skill development along with better critical thinking when the graduates are out in the community caring for each of our loved ones. They understand better how to handle the situation since they have done so in our controlled environments. It's a simulated environment, but it's a controlled environment. We appreciate the support of the community and donors that have made the STEI building a reality, and look forward to providing well-educated, well-skilled, competent nurses and other allied health graduates to continue caring for those in our immediate and surrounding communities. Once again, thank you for the support you provide to Blinn College District.
Thank you all for coming out today. I am truly blessed and honored to be speaking on behalf of the Nursing and Health Science Division for the dedication of the Science, Technology, Engineering, and Innovation Building. It feels like it was yesterday when I first started my nursing journey at the vocational nursing program located right here in Brenham in 2017. From the start, there was a weather challenge one could not predict, like Hurricane Harvey or the snowstorm in December that same year. And I know that sounds trivial in today's time due to COVID-19. But back then, in 2017, weather patterns like that were supernatural in our area. But through it all, 4 amazing nursing instructors continued to give us their all, and I thank them. Some wonderful words of wisdom. I remember one of the instructors stating to my classmates and I was, "You may not have the high technology mannequins like the Bryan Vocational Nursing Program, but we as your instructors will make sure you complete this nursing program as safe and prudent nurses," which is a promise they stuck to. Through the good, bad, and sometimes ugly, my classmates and I became the graduating class of 2018 for the vocational program in Brenham. Now, as I start my journey in the associate degree nursing transition program, along with my classmates, we are ecstatic to have a brand new building with state-of-the-art equipment, which matches the talent of our wonderful associate degree nursing instructors, who will help prepare us for the next level of nursing. And on behalf of the nursing program, we would like to especially thank Sally Blackie Single and Bets West Foundation for providing funding, allowing for the purchases of equipment. And I leave you with this last statement that is quoted by Benjamin Franklin. Tell me and I forget. Teach me and I remember. Involve me and I learn, which is what I believe embodies what Blinn College nursing instructors represent. Thank you again for your donations and support.
Unfortunately, Dean Max Hibbs, who is over the Division of Engineering, Computer Technology, and Innovation, was unable to join us at the last moment this morning. I am quite confident, however, that he is watching us as we proceed with this ceremony. He's on YouTube watching this event. In his stead, it is my pleasure now to introduce Dr. Bruce Gooch and Professor Ashley Hermes, representing the Division of Engineering, Computer Technology, and Innovation, and Texas A&M Engineering Academy at Blinn Brenham student Casey Hinojosa.
Thank you, Dr. Hensley, and I welcome you guys all today to this momentous occasion. As a representative of our engineering departments, we are excited to share how this facility will bridge a gap in how we educate future engineers. We have grown our engineering program across the Blinn College District these past 8 years through our engineering associate's degrees and our co-enrollment programs, Texas A&M Engineering at Blinn and Texas A&M Engineering Academy at Blinn Brenham. This facility features specialized collaborative classrooms and laboratories to support students' educational outcomes. On your tour later this morning, be sure to also view the Texas A&M lab space on the first floor. As we look towards the future, we note that spaces before today did not exist on any Blinn College campus, such as the Engineering Technology Lab and the Innovation Center, both of which will be transformational. The Engineering Technology Lab allows us to add programs like our new drone technician program and in the future, mechatronics. This facility opens doors for future Blinn expansion opportunities for possible programs in sustainable energy such as solar and battery technologies and other STEM-related fields as need arises. Again, we thank you for joining us as we continue to grow and meet the educational and training needs of our region.
Max asked me to be very, very brief, and then he sent me a really long list of things to hit, so I'm going to paraphrase. I'm going to go really, really quickly. What this building does for us is it brings us all together. Information technology, computer science, cybersecurity. Our classrooms are right there, and that's the first time we've all been together. And to paraphrase the senator, we're just getting started. We have games and simulation programs, industrial robotics, web development, things planned for the future that we couldn't do without this facility. The final thing, I'd invite you all, the Innovation Center is one of the most amazing things we've got going on the Blinn campus right now. We live in a digital world. Everything we touch existed in a computer before it was manufactured. My eyeglasses, that car, the t-shirts that the volunteers are wearing, right? We live in a digital world. That digital world, at some point, the rubber hits the road. And that's what we have with the Innovation Center. Max wanted me to invite all of the faculty, all of y'all, to come take a look at the tools. This is like a library where you can check out a tool, an advanced manufacturing thing that hasn't existed before, right? The other thing I'd like you to all do, think about coming back at the end of the year, and we'll show you what the students build with these tools that you've given us. Thank you.
I was a previous student of the Blinn Engineering Academy. I am pursuing my bachelor's degree in chemical engineering at Texas A&M with a focus in consumer products. This past year, I was a student at the Engineering Academy. I have experienced the engineering department at Blinn being an exceptional pathway to A&M University. From the counselors to faculty at Blinn College, it has been nothing but extraordinary. My journey leading to Blinn College was due to the technology and innovation that it had to offer. The Science, Technology, Engineering, and Innovation Building will serve an excellent purpose for the engineering classes to come by providing benefits, numerous benefits, some being an innovation lab where students can tap into their creative nature and turn an idea into reality. Along with the addition of the weather station, the students gathering analytics about the weather, finding the connection between data and the real world around them. This addition of the STEI building at Blinn College will drastically benefit the engineering department for years to come. Thank you.
At this time, I would like to introduce Dr. Elmer Godney, Blinn College Dean of Natural and Physical Sciences, and biology student Tiara Robinson.
I want to thank Dr. Hensley and the Board of Trustees for providing the Science, Technology, Engineering, and Innovation building here on the Brenham campus. This building provides cutting-edge classroom and laboratory learning opportunities for our students. When you go in, on the third floor, I'll start at the top, is a new organic chemistry lab, which we did not previously have here on the Brenham campus. Thus, we can now offer organic chemistry courses so that our students can complete their biology, chemistry, and other science degrees programs here in Brenham. Aside from the organic chemistry laboratory, we have a basic chemistry laboratory, 2 basic biology laboratories, a physics laboratory, a geology laboratory, as well as an anatomy and physiology laboratory and a microbiology laboratory. Students will now be able to take all of their science courses in one building on this campus. The microbiology laboratory prep room on the third floor has a brand new state-of-the-art walk-in cold room, which allows us to store massive quantities of media and bacterial cultures for student use. We also have a weather station on the top of this building, so that the students in the meteorology courses can see real-time weather information. Further, all students and any others who pass through on the first floor of this building will be able to see real-time weather conditions. In closing, I believe this building will provide better learning opportunities for all current and future Blinn College students taking the science classes.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Let me begin by saying thank you all for coming to today's opening. After seeing the construction of Blinn's new science department now completed, I am pleased to say thank you to those who have completed this. This building's completion is a milestone for many students here. As a biology major, I am excited to see the new interior of our classes and labs that will help with our growth and success here. As a student, I am thankful to see a building that was built through the pandemic and the snowstorm, which will welcome students into a bright future. Thank you.
At this time, it is my pleasure to introduce Sam Sommer, Chair of the Blinn College Foundation Board of Directors. As a charitable organization in support of the Blinn College, the foundation provides support for Blinn scholarships, academic programs, student activities, and campus buildings and special events. Please join me in welcoming Blinn Foundation Chair Sam Sommer.
Well, with this beautiful building right next to us, it's probably easy to get lost in just how pretty it is. But we know what's going on inside that counts. I want to tell you a really quick story. When in 1992, this potential student decided to make a lifelong dream of becoming a nurse come true, Blinn College was there for her. Chosen to be part of a select group of 40, joining what was already a top nursing school in Texas, she described to me the process of getting registered and starting as easy. On a side note, I thought that was a very creative way to use the word easy in the same sentence as anatomy and microbiology. While those classes were probably not easy, they were affordable. She told me they came in at a whopping $213. The next 3 years in completing the associate degree nursing program were an emotional journey for her, with God's fingerprints all over it. Seizing the opportunity to give back with a significant donation this year, she expressed that she was so thankful to this wonderful school for the confidence, knowledge, and courage it provided. Truly a journey to finding God's grace. I'm sure you figured it out. This story is about Sally Blackie Single. Thank you for your big gift, which supports the vocational nurses program on the second floor. It's stories like hers that's what it's all about, and it's what Blinn can really never lose. Making it easy to start dreams, keeping it affordable so money is a obstacle and not a roadblock, and protecting the special part of Blinn College that fosters those wonderful attributes: confidence, knowledge, and courage. So thank you for being here today. Thank you, Sally, for your gift and the inspiring message on this special day. May all the students to come in this building hear it and feel it in everything that they do. Thank you.
At this time, it is my pleasure to introduce Charles Moser, Blinn College District Board of Trustees Board Secretary. As the former two-term chair of the Blinn Board of Trustees, Mr. Moser led the board in establishing the vision and providing support that made this facility possible. The publisher of the Brenham Banner Press for 40 years, Mr. Moser recently was inducted into the Texas Newspaper Hall of Fame and has been recognized with the Frank Mayborn Award for Community Leadership and the Lifetime Achievement in Print Journalism Award. Please join me in welcoming Board Secretary Charles Moser to the podium.
My place on the program is all that's separating you from the food and the tour of the building, so you're going to have to bear with me for just a minute. I want to echo what Chairman Kolkhorst said, that Washington County is a special place because of its people. And it is a strong underlying spirit of community that is reflected in the tremendous support given to our local governmental entities, our civic clubs, and every organization that has a goal of improving our community. And Blinn College has been a huge beneficiary of such dedicated Washington Countyans. That is obvious here today with the recognition of a wonderful donation benefiting the construction of this outstanding facility. Certainly, it was most obvious when the residents of our county stepped forward and created the first public junior college district in Texas in 1937. In the depth of the Depression, Blinn, then a private school, was dangerously close to closing its doors when city and county leaders came forward with the idea of public support for its junior college. I think Senator Kolkhorst would agree that that was a step that took some intestinal fortitude, creating a tax district on the heels of our country's worst economic event. Since then, many individuals have stepped up and served or supported Blinn College in many different ways. One person stands out, however, when it comes to years of service and providing leadership for the Board of Trustees and the college. With that criteria, the current board and the Blinn family wants to take this opportunity to recognize Atwood Conjura. Atwood, if you would, I'd like for you to come up for a minute. I want people to be able to see who we're talking about here. Atwood retired from the board in 2019 after serving a record 43 years. He was first elected in 1976. That's nearly half the existence of Blinn as a public community college. During his time on the board, he served 13 different terms as an officer. Those terms resulted in a total of 14 years as chairman, 10 years as vice chairman, and 4 years as secretary, for a total of 28 years of board leadership. The best guess estimate is Mr. Conjura attended more than 2,500 board and committee meetings, graduations, and numerous college-related functions over the course of 43 years. He served with 6 different presidents and chancellors during his tenure. During his time on the board, he witnessed Blinn growing from 2,162 students on the Brenham campus to 19,581 students on the Brenham, Bryan, Rellis, Schulenburg, and Sealy campuses. He was a leader in providing campuses in Brazos County as well as the other areas of the 13-county Blinn service area. With expansion outside of Brenham, he and other board members worked and ultimately secured the ability by the college to finance facilities that were constructed district-wide, a vital step in the Blinn's future growth. Through his time on the board, Conjura was a strong advocate in maintaining Blinn as a top community college in the state and nationally when it comes to academic transfer of students to senior colleges. Blinn still leads in that area, ranking #1 in the state. A graduate of Blinn College and the University of Houston College of Pharmacy, Conjura owned and operated Conjura Pharmacy for 15 years until his recent retirement. I might add, in addition to dispensing vital drugs to his many customers, Mr. Conjura hosted a daily session around the coffee pot where local rumors and local, state, and national politics were discussed and hotly debated. It was there where I got many numerous stories, many of which were juicy, but mostly were not factual and could never be published. But let me get back to the rest of the story. Atwood has been honored by the Washington County Chamber of Commerce as Man of the Year, named a distinguished alumnus of Brenham High School, and has been inducted in the Blinn College Hall of Honor. He has been a member, director, and officer in numerous local civic clubs and organizations. And after serving the college for nearly a half-century, if that was not enough, Atwood recently was elected to the Brenham City Council. As the old-timers would say, that's like jumping from the frying pan into the fire. Today we want to acknowledge his contributions to the community, but more specifically, we want to thank him for his long and dedicated service as a trustee of Blinn College. Atwood, we know the construction of a new science technology building was on your wish list for those 43 years you were on the board. With that as a guiding principle, the board and the Blinn College family want you to be a part of this beautiful facility for many, many years, even longer than 43 years. To accomplish that, on the third floor, you will find the sign Natural and Physical Science Suite in recognition of Atwood Conjura, Blinn Board of Trustees, 1976 to 2019. Please congratulate Atwood Conjura.
Well, shocked. Had no idea that this was even remotely going to be, and I can't believe y'all kept that a secret. It has been a dream of mine for 43 years. When enrolled here in '65, the old science building was new, and we thought that was about the greatest thing in the world. Well, after 60 years, you can just know that is long gone, and thanks to Chancellor Hensley to get the funds to put this magnificent building together is just a dream come true. I'm very excited about looking at it. I'm totally shocked about the recognition for it, and I do appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. Science was my background. I won't tell you my grade in organic chemistry, which I still think is the most unbelievable course in all of college curriculum, but excited to see that. And again, Chancellor and Board, thank you for this honor, and it's been a privilege to serve. Thank you.